The quest for a crack team to deliver the renewed hope agenda of the current administration continues. In this regard, President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of 18 special advisors and senior special assistants for the office of the Vice President Kashim Shettima. Those appointed include Hakeem Baba-Ahmed as a special advisor on political matters. He is the elder brother of the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Yusuf Dati Baba-Ahmed. Others are Rukaya El-Rufai as a special advisor to the president on NEC and climate change, Tope Kolade Fashua as a special advisor to the president on economic matters, Aliyu Modibo Umar on the special advisor on general duties, among others. Jide, so this appointment, the presidency is one. This appointment for the vice president now is an extension of the presidential appointment that President Bola Tinubu has been making since May 29th.
Especially matters relating to the economy, because that's supposed to be the forte and responsibility of the vice president. So what the president has done is to appoint key aides for him that can help him with the day-to-day administration. And I've seen some individuals that are familiar with who are very good at what they do. I've seen Tope Faswa, one of the best economists in our country. Many people are taunting him on Facebook. You supported Tinubu, our market. You know, all these silly things that people say when they expect that everybody who publicly supported Asiwaju must get an appointment. It's not practicable for everybody who supported the president to get an appointment. So the naysayers will come, attack you, say, oh, Tope Faswa, how market. But now it's been made essay economic matters, and that is significant because the economy is, in my view, the most important sphere of our national life that the vice president has to handle. So Tope is a special advisor on economic matter. I've also seen Gimba Kakande, SSA researcher. Yes, Gimba is a thoroughly brilliant man, a poet, a writer, and a tremendous influencer, even on social media. You know, so and he also trained at the London School of. He studied international relations at London School of Economics. So he's a very brilliant man. The people who had hunted him have really done a good job because he's as brilliant as they come. You know? So he's going to help the vice president with research work, and I'm sure even in writing his speeches, because he's such a fantastic writer, you know. But it's Hakeem Baba-Ahmed's appointment that has got people talking. And as you can expect, the moment he announced it, that look, this is not the time for fence sitting. I'm happy to serve my country. I feel honored that I've been given this opportunity. They've been abusing him, calling him names and all that.
The elder brother too.
Yes, you know, they've been abusing him. And his appointment is significant because he belongs to the Northern Elders Forum. And this group is a very significant one in terms of the opinions that they express on national issues, and is like the face of the group. Is one who usually comes out to say, look, this is not this is not right. This is beyond even promoting Northern interests. He generally likes to give his opinion on national issues, whether they are related to the South or not. So, and he used to be I think Chief of Staff to Bukola Saraki at some point. So it's not new to national life, national politics, national matters, and he was also at INEC. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, it was at INEC.
Yes, he was at INEC. So he's a man with a whole lot of experience. But at this stage, some people don't even want to hear his name. Don't want to hear his name. So, but I've seen some very solid people in this list. And I just hope that the environment will be conducive for them to add value to this administration, because sometimes the environment may not allow you to live up to your full potential. So let's hope that the VP will really enjoy, these people in terms of what they will bring to the table. But secondly, it will appear that the presidency has been targeting the Dati himself in a way. Remember, it was the VC of his university that they made Minister of Education. Yes. He's a lawyer.
Of that school.
VC of his university in Abuja. They made him minister. I think it was people like Ribadu, that made that possible. But he's the Minister of Education today. He was VC of Dati Ahmed's university. So in football, they call that statement signing. So they've signed him now. They've signed Professor Tahir, immediate past VC of Baba-Ahmed's Dati's university, as a way of getting a message across. And they didn't stop at that. They also signed his elder brother. So this, in my view, are statement signing, sending a message across to the man who looked into the mirror, into the camera, and was threatening judges that they must not be part of the inauguration. He's an illegal president, this and that. So these are just interesting times.
Are we targeting the administration targeting to weaken the opposition?
No, not really. But I think two things. One, that the appointments are very nice. I believe that the major problem we have now has to do with the economy. So as many people as possible that we can bring in that can help us to make the turnaround needed in that part of the polity is welcome. So that's given. But for Bola Ahmed, yes, I want to commend his accepting to serve under this government. But Bola Ahmed is part of the politicians, part of the problems that we have. You see some politicians, when they are outside the loop, they say all kinds of things. He's one of the stringent critics of Tinubu, this same Bola Ahmed, throughout the time, prior to the election, immediately after the election. But the same person does not see anything wrong in serving in the same government that you have so demonized. But it is good, because it shows a lot of courage to do that. He's a very brilliant man. I have to consider it's a PhD holder, lecturer, being everywhere. So
to bring him in.
Yeah, so he's a brilliant man, and he will
manage him.
Yes, it will contribute. It will add value to the office of the vice president. But that does not change the fact that when they are outside, they pontificate, they moralize, and try to demonize people as if they are above board. But ultimately, they want to be part of it. Ultimately. So most politicians, yes, they will pontificate, they will criticize, but ultimately, it is what is a need for them that they are really after. That's what I think. Because he's one of the biggest critics of Ashwaju and APC as a party.
This appointment, some people are saying that it's a little skewed to the southern part of the country, Babajide, and a lot of people are saying that this is not in any way different from what we witnessed during the regime of Muhammadu Buhari. Now it is a turn of the southwest.
You mean this
particular one, or all the other appointments?
Generally.
What the other appointments?
Because this one, I don't see how this one is skewed. In fact, this one is skewed in favor of the North.
Yeah.
It's clear. The facts are there for anybody with eyes to see. Rekia, Aliu Bodibo, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, Sadiq Wanka, Usman Mohammed, Ishak Nengi, Gimba Kakande, Mohammed Bulama. You can't say this is a... These things always find a way to balance
itself.
That is the thing. The people who are always peripheral in criticizing, who do not look deeply, they will not see what some people who would rather take their time to analyze will see. This one is particularly skewed in favor of the North. Just do the math yourself. Just count. And I know some people have said, the economic team is heavily pro this, pro that. I think that the worst that you can do to yourself is to not put people that you trust unflinchingly in critical areas. There are areas where there's no room for error. And a leader must decide. President Buhari said when he made the first set of appointments, people said, oh, he went for merit. He said, no, I only chose the people that I had known for years because these were his personal staff. I wonder why people were expecting him to use federal character in picking his personal staff. He said these were people that had known over the years. So he put those who are defending him by saying, oh, he went for merit for that first set of appointees. But for Asiwaju, on the economy, the people helped him to run the economy in Lagos. He still trusts them to the point that he's brought them in. People believe that some of what happened in Lagos can be recreated at the national level. How do you do that? The best way you can do that is to also look at the people who helped you to do it back then. You have to look at them and see how you can use them. Why? Some people are saying, oh, why did both the Minister of Defense and the Minister of State for Defense, why should they come from the North?
From the Northwest.
From the Northwest. In fact, neighbors.
Both of them.
Neighbors. They share a boundary, the two states. So there are other things that people, when they say all these things, when you sit down, you try to analyze, you see that these things even themselves out. Just like they say in football, when one decision goes against you today, in the course of the season, you will see the decisions that will be in your favor, unmerited decisions that will be in your favor. So things, at the end of the day, these things will even themselves out, just as we've seen this set of appointments.
To add to that, there are a lot of appointments at the federal level.
Okay, I think
there are still so many to
we have a caller from Gombe State, Ali.
Ali, hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Thank you for giving me space to talk. I think the people complaining, they have not looked at the past. As far as I'm concerned, the appointments are very, very okay. So I totally support the president. The North should not complain in this era now that the South are having their chances. When President Buhari was in power, what was the lookout of the appointments? So these are the things people should consider, not complaining or criticizing what we have done.
Thank you for your contribution, Ali.
So like I was saying, there are a lot of appointments at the federal level. And like I said, this thing will even itself out. But one thing is very important. When you inherit the kind of economy that this government has inherited, it is important to put people that not only that you trust, that you know their capability to be able to do the work. It's not a position, it's not an area where you will put people to justify things. A lot of governors were appointed ministers. Obviously, maybe for their contribution, to his becoming president. You can afford to do that and put them in different ministries. But when it comes to the economy, and you know that the economy has problems, everybody knows that. You put people that not only that you trust, but you are sure of their capability. If you remember during the election, there was a time Ashwaji was addressing some people on economic matters, and he mentioned that for you to do things well, you need a teacher like Cardoso, who is very strict when it comes to economic matters. You understand? I saw the video one time when he was addressing people, and he was telling them that you have to be disciplined. Yes, you have to be disciplined and all that. So he said, when you want to do to take some economic decision, you need somebody like Cardoso. That's why some of us were surprised when Cardoso was not in the original cabinet. We didn't know that, okay, there was another plan for him. Because whether we like it or not, Cardoso is a very brilliant economist. That is not in doubt. Wale Edun is a very brilliant economist. That is not in doubt. They've done it before. They've seen it. Before Ashwaji took over Lagos, Lagos was like every other state. People should not forget that. Some people changed the story of Lagos and made Lagos to become a mega.
Them aside.
Yes. So those people are there. So if you know that I know these people, they've done it for me before. You tend to go back because how many appointments are we talking about? Maybe 3. But there are still other appointments that you put other people.
Other appointments.
There are a lot of appointments. So people should not look at
just like these ones.
Oh, just like these ones.
It's heavily tilted in favor of the North.
It will come and everybody will go around like that.
Okay.